Happy Thriving Thursday. Today let's talk about city inspections. So when you sell a home in certain cities, the city requires that their inspector comes through the house before they'll issue the certificate of occupancy or certificate of compliance, C of O or C of C. So generally they're noting any health and safety concerns, but can also note other city ordinance violations. So this is a good way for the city to make sure that the property is up to standards when it changes hands. Us agents know the common things usually cited, like the downspout extensions, GFI plugs, and any trip hazards. I've seen recently some cities that made the seller paint the entire exterior of the home, and now in Garden City, the city is requiring a sidewalk to be installed, obviously if there currently is not one there, before they'll issue that C of O. So some cities like Westland, Wayne, and Garden City require the city inspection every time the property changes hands. Some cities like Redford only require it if the home has become vacant, and some cities don't require one at all. Of course, they're always changing. So the best course of action is to always call the building department before you list a home to find out the city's requirement. The cost I've seen vary anywhere from $180 to $250 and above. This covers the initial inspection and one reinspection. And you can expect that 99% of the time they're going to find something that needs to be fixed from that initial inspection. You'll need to repair it, and then you'll have to call them, schedule for the inspector to come back and verifies that the repairs have been done before you can get that C of O. You'll also need to have the furnace inspected by a licensed HVAC company that is also registered with the city to be able to complete these inspections. The buyers will also have to sign a roof letter stating that they accept the condition of the roof, which essentially removes any liability from the city. Of course, as a listing agent or a seller, you want to start this process as soon as possible, even before you list, so it all can be completed before closing. So these inspections are separate from the private home inspector the buyer would hire to fully inspect the home and the property, and also different from the appraisal, which is required for the mortgage by the lender. So the buyer could assume these repairs so the seller doesn't have to complete them. The buyer would have to sign an affidavit with the city stating that they will complete those repairs usually within 6 months, but again, that could vary from city to city. So of course, you'll always want to check with each city to verify their current protocol for all of this. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I hope you're continuing to practice kindness out there. I hope you have a great Thriving Thursday and a wonderful weekend.